Welcome into our hour-long edition Indians post-game show. You just saw it right here on ABC and RTV6. An incredible win by the Indianapolis Indians over the Louisville Bats. We'll show you how it was done. Back to the beginning, everyone getting themselves all bent out of shape for the game tonight. A battle between the top two teams in the IL West. Picking up first inning, Chase Darnold hit by Daniel Corsino. Ooh! That's gotta hurt. He'd go to first. Alex Presley would move to second. And with two on base, Matt Hague knows what to do. RBIs 49 and 50 on the season. Indians take a 2-0 lead. Matt Hague has been doing that all season long. Good to see him bring home Alex Presley and Chase Darnold. Indians once again up 2-0, and that score will remain till the top of the fourth. Bases loaded for Louisville's Corky Miller. A grounder pass, but Darnold, 2 runs come in to score. In all, Louisville scores 3 runs in the inning. They would take a 1-run lead, 3-1 Indian skipper Dean Traynor. Ho-ho, if looks could kill. We're going to pick things up now in the 5th. Felix PA on first, Corsino off on his throw. 8th, PA goes on to score, ties game up 3-0. Chase Darnold shaking off that early hit, 2-run shot by Darnold. Indianapolis Indians go on to win it by a final of 5-3. Right now we're joined by Dean Traynor, the skipper for the Indianapolis Indians. Tell me about the emotions you had in this game. Your guys came out strong, faltered there in the middle, but Chase big when they needed it the most.
He really did come up big, and the players appreciate it. First game of the series, you know, with somebody in your division that's right behind you, and it's always important to get that first win. And, you know, we did not want to go into extra innings tonight, so Chase came up big for us there in the 8th.
When you're playing a team 6 times, you know what they have to offer. They know what you have to offer. How key is it getting a win early, being the first one to draw blood?
It's very key, especially at home. You know, we got 3 here, so we have to take advantage of that. Then we go to their place, then come back here for 1. But, you know, you have to set that tone in that series, and you always try to get that first game, and it turned out for us tonight.
Talk about the performance of your pitcher, Oliver. He came out strong, but once again, when the bases got loaded, seems like you had to settle him down a little bit.
Yeah, you know, that seems to be, you know, his Achilles heel this year, and, you know, he has those multiple run innings, and we're trying to get him to be able to minimize the damage. He's got great stuff, you know, but he just gets caught up in an inning and lets it get away from him a little bit. So we're trying to tighten that up for him.
Your inning, you look at your order. You got Chase, you got Alex, you got Matt Hague rather. Top of the inning, top of the order. They seem to bring it. What are you trying to do to make sure that filters 1 through 9?
Well, really, the top of the lineup does set the tone, and Presley and Chase at the top, you know, they get on base, and then we got our RBI guys, so it really does filter down through the lineup and gives us a lot of confidence when we can score early like we did tonight.
Talk about Chase, circle back to him, game-winning 2-run shot. He's coming off of being injured early in the year. How key is it to see him rounding back into the form you've seen from him from numerous years before now?
No question, you know, he's been big for us in the past. Unfortunately, he got hurt early in the year here. But I think now, when he first got here, a little bit of spring training, but now he's ready to go, and you know, he's shown a little bit of power here in the last week or so. So it was really good to see from him tonight. You know, you have to be happy for him. Happy
to get a win, but I know you're looking ahead to tomorrow. What are some of the things that's sticking out to you? I know the game's just ended, but what are you going to talk to the guys about tomorrow during batting practice?
Well, really, we didn't take care of the ball at times tonight, and you know, from the mound, and we have to do that. We have to, you know, when we take a lead, you can't give that lead back. And that's really important. That's what we're going to look to do tomorrow night. We got Johnson on the mound tomorrow night. He's been big for us this year, just coming off a real good start. So hopefully we get the same out of him tomorrow night.
135 rather. Indianapolis Indians versus Louisville Bats. Everyone, check it out. Dean Traynor, once again, thank you so much for stopping by. We'll be checking. You know what? Actually, I do have one final question. Tomorrow, I'm throwing out the first pitch. Oh, suggestions for me.
Got to get down in that cage early, make sure that arm's loosened up. You know, and you got to get on that mound. You got to throw it all the way. I'll be watching.
You know, just in case, I'm ready if you need me on the back end of these 6 games.
Well,
sure,
our bullpen is short, so we may need you.
Dean Traynor, everybody. We got one more break to burn. Coming up, we're going to hear from Chase Darnold, the hero of tonight's game. You don't want to miss that. Stay with us. Welcome back in, everyone. Our post-game edition of Indians wrap-up. Big game, big man right here, Chase Darnold. Here's the thing. For the people who weren't watching at 6, we had Chase on, and you said, I hope to see you back later tonight. I said, if you hit a home run, we'll have you back on here. Not only did you hit a home run, you hit the game winner. Take me through that pitch. What did you see and what did you like about it?
Man, well, I liked everything about it. I mean, it was in my zone. I was really fighting hard, just wait for a pitch in my zone, because earlier that at bat, I'd swung at a bad pitch 2-0, but just wanted to do some damage late in the game, had a guy on first base, so just wanted to keep my swing nice and tight and got a good hold of it.
We were looking earlier in some of the highlights. You took it right there off of your wrist. It was a scary moment. Everything okay? I mean, you were able to kind of dust that off quickly?
Yeah. I don't know about quickly. It didn't feel good, but I battled through it. It lingered throughout the game, but as the game went on, it still felt loosened up, and I had that adrenaline pumping. We'll see how it feels tomorrow. That'll be the real test.
Dean Traynor was saying after that two-run shot, a lot of your guys were saying, thanks, bud. We didn't want to go into extra innings. How key is it to win early in a series and not let games linger, not let teams hang around?
It's all about pitching and defense, and as soon as you get late in the game like that in extra innings, especially on the first series, you're just wasting a lot of your arms late in the bullpen. It was a good thing. It was good timing. Bottom of the 8th. We didn't even need to get to the bottom of the 9th. We've been playing a lot of extra inning games lately, especially at home. And with the weather and everything like that and the delays, it's nice to go home on time.
Once again, talking back to our 6 o'clock interview, you called yourself the weatherman. Everything was circling around Indianapolis not coming in. Dude, you might as well work for Storm Team 6, because when I went back, I had the radar up just like you would, and Indianapolis stayed clear the whole time.
I think they're going to want to fire me after tonight. I told everybody it was going to rain, so it didn't. It makes me look bad.
No, it makes you look good, and a home run makes you look a lot better.
Yes, yeah, I'll take that. No rain, no home run any day. I'll take that.
Congratulations, Chase Arnott, the game winner tonight. Coming up, we're just getting started. We're going to hear from one of your old teammates, one of your fellow Indianapolis Indians compatriots, Andrew McCutchen. He's with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hear what he has to say about his days in Indianapolis coming up after the break. Welcome back into this Indianapolis Indians post-game edition. And when you talk about baseball in Circle City, a lot of people don't know this, but a very storied baseball tradition here. In actuality, America's game, came here in 1887, more than a century worth of baseball. And they've had a number of incredible names to come through this system. Amongst the players, how about Andrew McCutchen? Plays for the Pittsburgh Pirates, a center fielder, putting up big numbers. 9 home runs on the season, 39 RBIs. Since getting called up in 2009, Andrew's numbers have increased every year, and he's been rewarded for it, earning 2 All-Star Game appearances. He's played in 75 games this year, once again helping lead the Pittsburgh Pirates to the best record in the bigs. Always the humble one, McCutchen talks about one of his more memorable games from his time here in Indianapolis.
Not really. I didn't do anything too great there, so I did always pretty well, but I never did anything outstanding. Only time I can remember is when I first got called up, played Toledo, facing Virgil Vasquez when he pitched for the Tigers in that organization. He ended up pitching for us at one point, but we had 2 hits that whole game, and I had both of the hits. That's the only thing I can really remember that really stood out to me, and that was probably a couple games until first getting called up to AAA in 08. The city's nice, everything's nice. It was a cool place to play. I always find fun in whatever I do, regardless of the record. Still a game of baseball, and still something I love doing, so I'm always going to find fun out of it.
Let's take a look at some of those big names who have come through Indianapolis. How about Moises Alou, played for the Tribe back in 1990. Aaron Boone, 3 seasons here in the Circle City from 97 to 99 before going on to his storied career. The big cat, Andres Galarraga, spent part of the 85 season. And Ken Griffey Sr. played 2 seasons here, 1973, 1974. And, of course, the big unit here in 1988. I could go on and on about all the big names who have come through Indianapolis, but how about we listen to the guy who's in charge of bringing all the stars to the Circle City. Good Morning Indiana's Beth Vaughn sat down with Indianapolis Indians General Manager Cal Bertelsen to talk about his role in building a champion.
Cal, the Indians have had some success here in recent years, and we want to know who the hot players are. If kiddos are coming here, who should they be pointing out on the field?
Well, 3 of our top players are Matt Haig, Josh Harrison, and Andrew Lambeau. Matt Haig is in his 3rd year with the Indians, hitting about 300. We've had the best record in baseball each of the last 2 years, and Matt Haig typically bats cleanup for us and does a great job. Josh Harrison is a guy who spent some time in the big leagues as well as time with the Indians, has been probably our hottest hitter of late, getting a lot of extra base hits, scoring a lot of runs, knocking a lot of runs in. And Andrew Lambeau, a recent addition to the Indians from the Pirates AA affiliate in Altoona, hitting the ball out of the ballpark. What our lineup needed was a left-hand hitter who could knock in runs, and Andrew Lambeau has been doing that for Indianapolis.
they're exciting to watch.
They certainly are. We have a lot of speed on the bases. Guys like Chase Darno also can run. Alex Presley, who's seen a lot of time here with the Indians, is another guy with a lot of stolen base potential. Felix P.A. So we put pressure on the defense in a lot of different ways.
I think a lot of folks think minor league, they think young folks, but what do you think the average age of a player on the Indians is?
Well, most of our guys are in their mid to late 20s. You have the exceptions to that. Once in a while, a guy in their early 20s. Jose Contreras is in his early 40s, a guy who has World Series experience with the White Sox. So it varies a bit, but mostly these are guys who are on their way up to the big leagues.
You mentioned before we were on camera, you know, I can tell that you're very proud of the quality of talent on this field. So tell me the comparison you make to all the teams around us here in Indianapolis.
Well, one of the things we like to talk about is that, you know, IU had one of the great basketball teams in the country this past year, but you didn't really see guys going back and forth between IU and the Pacers. Notre Dame, one of the top college football teams in the country, but you didn't really see guys from Notre Dame playing for the Colts on Sunday. It just doesn't work that way. Well, with Indianapolis, you do have people who are moving back and forth from time to time between Indianapolis and Pittsburgh. We're just that close to the major leagues, and we like to elevate that as an example of how close our play is to the major league caliber, and really you're seeing the stars of the future here at Victory Field.
Stars of the future here at Victory Field, a man who has seen the stars of the past at Victory Field, the legendary voice of the Indians, Howard Kellman, will join me up next after the break. Welcome back in. Here we are joined by a true broadcasting legend here in Indiana, the voice of the Indianapolis Indians, Howard Kellman. Howard, take me back to your call on the game. When you heard the ball bounce off of Chase's bat, what was the first thing you
Well, you knew it was gone, and as you discussed with Chase, he had a real good pitch to hit. You don't want to get too over anxious as a hitter in that situation. You want to stay within yourself, take a good swing. He did all that, and that broke up the ball game.
How key was getting an early win in this ball game? You know these guys don't want to go extra, so they know they have a long road ahead of them against the Bats.
That's true. It's a hectic schedule. You have one day off a month, basically, Jason, in the minor leagues. So you want to play, you want to win in the bottom of the 8th, then you don't even need the bottom of the 9th, and especially so with the day game coming up tomorrow.
Now, let's look a little further down the road. Major League Baseball, their trading deadlines come up. We always know that's a hectic time for any team, specifically a good team. What are some of the moves you think we could see here in the near future involving some of these Indians?
Well, the Pittsburgh Pirates won again tonight, the Indians' parent team. They're 50-30. They have the best record in the major leagues. Maybe they can use a bat. Maybe an out. Right now, they're going great. They've won 8 in a row, so they may say, hey, let's go. But the deadline, again, isn't until July 31st. It used to be June 15th years ago, but it's July 31st, so we have plenty of time until that. They could make a move or two just to get even stronger. When you have that chance to win, you want to make the most of it.
Speaking of making the most of it, how key is it for the Indianapolis Indians to get on a roll here as they go into their All-Star break?
Well, they're doing great. They have a 13.5-game lead. I mean, it's incredible how far in front they are in the IL West division. So you want to keep going. This is a strength Dean Traynor has. He won't let these guys get content. He won't let them say, look at the standings. We have a huge lead. He'll say, this is a new day. Forget about the standings, and let's grind and let's play hard every day. And that's what they're doing.
New day tomorrow, 1:30.
Right.
Legendary voice of the Indians, Howard Kellman, on the call. Listen to him on 1260 as well as HTS and Howard. Thank you.
Jason.
Congratulations. Coming up, Matt Haig. Remember, he had the 2-run RBI there in the first inning. We'll hear from him coming up next. Welcome back in another edition of Indians Post-Game Live, sitting here with Matt Haig. Before we get to your 2 RBIs in the first inning, tell me about your reaction when you heard the ball jump off of Chase's bat.
I was pretty much excited just because we've been playing so many extra inning games, and you know, when we go up on the top of the ninth, them coming up, it's a good feeling to have.
To see Chase kind of come back the way he has after his early season injury, how rewarding is that? You know how hard this guy works in it year in, year out. You're working right there with him. Yeah,
you know, he's one of the guys we came up through the system with. He puts in probably the most effort and a lot of drill work as far as when he was getting hurt, trying to come back. So it's nice to see that reward for him and get that big hit for us.
Take it back to the first inning. You're a big hit. You have Chase on. You have Alex on. What's going through your mind?
Pretty much just see him up. You know, I faced him a lot last year, and I chased some pitches down on him. So trying to see him up and really work the opposite field with him. Don't want to get too pull happy off him, so just put a good swing on it the other way.
What is it about when you're playing a team over and over again, a team that you've seen a lot in your division? You have a comfort level with some of these pitchers. You know, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to wait for them to pitch me what I want.
Right. No, I think that's especially during our division, so we face them, 16 times a year usually. So they have pretty good scouting report on us. So, anytime you go up to the plate, you want them to throw to your strengths. You don't want to change your plan to their strengths. So I think just make them come to you, like you said, and be patient with it.
Well, what are you looking for tomorrow? Are you looking to do some of the same things?
Yes, that'd be a good thing.
Another two-run shot by Chase, another 2 RBIs by you?
I'll take it, absolutely.
What if we switch it around? 2 home runs. What if we bring out Thunder Buddies? You and Chase go for homers tomorrow.
It's my favorite T-shirt. That'd be fun though. As long as we win, it really doesn't matter.
Well, Thunder Buddies. We're Thunder Buddies because the Thunder stayed away from Victory Field tonight. Chase, congrats. Matt, congrats.
Thank you.
And we'll see you tomorrow, all right?
All right,
Now, one more break to burn. We have much more coming up. I'm going to say goodbye to my Thunder Buddy right here. See you in a minute. You know what? It turned out to be an incredible night here at Victory Field. Keep in mind, the Circle City, we've been dodging raindrops all day long, but for some reason, after the first pitch, beautiful night here. Let's check and see how good it will be tomorrow. Let's join Kyle Mounts, Storm Team 6 meteorologist, back in our RTV6 studios. Kyle, first pitch tomorrow is at 1:35. Can you give us another great day for another great game?
Oh, we're hoping. We've still got some of these showers and storms in the forecast. It came close to the ballpark this evening with an isolated storm. We were watching that radar awfully closely, but we did luck out for the game tonight. Let's go ahead and show you how things are shaping up on TrueView radar right now, and we're starting to wind down the activity. The one thunder shower, though, that popped up across extreme northern portions of Morgan County around Mooresville earlier this evening and into Johnson County, well, that has continued to really kind of fade apart as it moves and makes some light rain there into portions of Martinsville. The one thunderstorm we do have on radar producing a little bit of lightning as it dives to the south, moving into Farmersburg right now, away from Terre Haute. So overnight tonight, we will see things fairly quiet. You can see the radar trends here have been for that rain to kind of wind down as we lose the daytime heating. So for tonight, mostly cloudy skies, 61 degrees, a few showers around with a north wind at 5 miles per hour. Then we're going to get ready and do it all again on your Sunday. TrueCast, 6 o'clock in the morning, few spotty showers, but generally just mostly cloudy skies. Then we'll have those showers and thunderstorms continuing to develop as we get more of that daytime heating. So we go into the afternoon, shower storms. Yeah, we could see a few of those move into the ballpark. And at least we're not talking about severe weather, but some lightning, some heavy rain will be a threat with these storms. And then it starts to wind down as we go into tomorrow evening. But as Jason was talking about, we've got another game at Victory Field. The Indians taking on Louisville. We'll have partly sunny skies. That first pitch forecast at 1:35. Looks like we'll have a temperature in the lower 70s. Humidity will be low. It's really not bad at all for a late June game. Checking out your 7-day planning forecast. We stay with rain chances right on into early and even the middle of next week. 77 next Wednesday with a 30% chance for some storms. And we're also looking ahead to Independence Day. Not looking too bad there, Jason. Looks like the 80s will return. But tomorrow, spotty showers still in that game time forecast.
Spotty showers, but as long as the showers hold off from 1 till 6, it will be good. Showers actually do help out the field here at Victory Field, but sometimes, well, guess what? Mother Nature needs a little help, and that's where the grounds crew comes in. Our Todd Clausen had a chance to catch up with the grounds crew to just see just how they keep this field so immaculate.
Long before the umpire yells, "Play ball," and while the seats at Victory Field are still empty, head groundskeeper Joey Stevenson and his grounds crew are hard at work.
For example, today we got in at about 7:45. The tarp was on the field with the chance of weather overnight. We just get in, we get the field mowed, get the warning track cleaned up, get the dugouts cleaned up. But the most important thing we work on is our dirt surfaces. We get the moisture right in our infield skin, and if you can believe it, the infield dirt will actually get more water than the grass will ever get.
So with a little instruction, I decided to take to the field.
We're getting a little nervous here, but I think he can handle it.
First up, raking the base paths.
He's going to try to attempt to drag the baseline. If we get any bad hops tonight, we can tell the coach it was Todd's fault.
Then taking the tarp off the mound and watering the field. While my skills are not up to par, Joey is the current 2-time minor league groundskeeper of the year.
We were fortunate enough to win. It's called Sports Turf Manager of the Year. It's voted on by the coaches and pitching coaches, and we go up against the Pacific Coast League, which is the other AAA league, and we were fortunate enough to win that.
While he loves Indianapolis and helping our first-place Indianapolis Indians, look for Joey Stevenson to get that call up to the major soon.
My goal is to hopefully make it one step up.
Todd Clausen, RTV6.
Thanks, Todd. The grounds crew here, truly the best in the business. You know who else is the best in the business? Cal Burleson, the general manager for the Indians. We have the second part of our exclusive sit-down with him coming up next. Welcome back in as we continue our Indianapolis Indians post-game extravaganza. A great night, a great win by your Indians. Let's take a look and show you how it all went down. Once again, Indians, big winners 5-3 over the Louisville Bats. I have no clue how in the world this guy would contort himself like this. Like, why? How do you even practice it? No clue. Well, I know how you do practice. I know how you practice hitting. Chase Darnold hit in the wrist. Daniel Corsino apparently not practicing his pitches. Matt Haig would make him pay for it. Matt Haig, the next batter up after Darnold, goes to first. RBIs 49 and 50 for him. Indians take a 2-0 lead. Top of the fourth, bases loaded for Louisville. Corky Miller, grounder past Darnold. 2 runs come in to score. The Bats score 3 in the inning. They take a 1-run lead, 3-2. Indian skipper Dean Traynor, oh boy, not happy about that. His team would get the message. Felix P.A. on first. Corsino off on his throw. P.A. wakes his way all the way to third. And there, Ivan DeJesus, a sac fly to drive him in, tie the game up at 3. The game would stay like that until the 8th inning. Chase Darnold, remember, hit by the pitch, let the grounder go by him. Guess what? He came back to win it. A 2-run shot in the bottom of the 8th, and that's all they need. The Indianapolis Indians winners 5-3 over the Louisville Bats. The Indians and the Bats set to square off again tomorrow at 1:30. Congratulations to Chase. He actually joined us early in our show tonight. You know who else stopped by our show earlier tonight? Cal Burleson. He sat down with our Good Morning Indiana, Beth Vaughn. Let's catch up with those two again.
It's obvious that you know that family is an important part of this recipe. So why is it so important for a successful minor league team to have that kind of backing?
Well, I think you have to go back to our mission. Our mission is to provide Indians baseball at Victory Field as affordable and memorable family fun. And families can look like a lot of different things, but one thing we want to do is to always be drawing the circle bigger at Victory Field, and with an emphasis on families, we feel it will be attractive to everyone.
We're very proud to be able to host Indians games on HTSN, and tonight it was on RTV6. Tell me, what has that done for attendance? Have you seen a boost, an expansion of maybe your fan base here for the Indians?
Well, I think there's no question that having games on both HTSN and on WRTV has done a lot for Indians baseball. And particularly the promotion on WRTV of the telecast they're going to be on is especially helpful to us. And then when the games are on, as they are this past evening, as well as tomorrow's game on Sunday, yeah, that helps us a lot.
Are we going to expect to see anything out of left field here at Victory Field to get folks in the stands?
Now, what we like to do is have our promotions be consistent. That way people know what's coming, and the advertising that we do just buttresses those promotions. So Sunday, kids eat free, Monday dollar menu, July 4th fireworks. We'll have the players wearing Stars and Stripes uniforms on the Thursday, July 4th. Those jerseys will be auctioned off during the game with the proceeds going to the Indiana National Guard Fund.
There's been so much pumped into downtown Indianapolis. It is an exciting place to be. This is part of it, but why come here? If somebody said, I've got this, that, or whatever to do on Sunday night, Monday night, July 4th, what's your argument? Why Indianapolis Indians?
Well, we think that the Indians offer the best sports entertainment value anywhere. Focus, if you will, on the Indians Knothole Club, which offers a season pass to kids 14 and under for just $16. Then after the Sunday games are over, the kids in the Knothole Club get to come down on the field and run the bases. You know, a lot of Indians baseball is baseball up close. You're close to the action. You're seated close with family and friends, and you're located close to the most dynamic downtown anywhere in the country.
Very good. It's almost, you're so close here that you can almost touch the players. I
Absolutely.
mean, the seats are just it's kind of an intimate setting.
It is very much. All the seats here are very good, and you get a chance to see professional baseball up close.
Cal, I have to ask you, is this your dream job? You're very passionate about it.
I'm where I want to be doing what I want to do. It's a challenging situation, particularly with a roster that's always evolving, but we always are trying to keep people pointed in the same direction by playing the game the way it's supposed to be played. And Dean and our coaching staff have done a fantastic job here the last 3 years of implementing policies and procedures that see that we're on a way to constant improvement.
Where I want to be and doing what I want to do. I like that, Cal. I'm going to use that coming up shortly. We have much more from the Indians. We preview their game tomorrow coming up next.